you can do like maybe a little round of introduction, hum kar sakte hain, I think. So
That'll
that
be better, yeah.
of context. So whoever wants to go first, you can unmute your mic and just introduce yourselves and your startup, what you do, what you want to do.
Yeah, hello. So this is Abdullah from Tabi.pk. We have started our startup, I guess, since we are working since 2018, mid of 2018. We have launched it in mid of 2018. So yeah, it's going fine right now. It's an edtech startup. Basically, it's an evolution of a publishing company by the name of Dogger Brothers, which publish books in test.
Oh, I know Togar Brother very well.
Okay. So basically, I am part of that family, third generation. Yeah. So
Nice.
we have started.
I've read a lot of books from you, so when I was a kid.
And good to know. So yeah, so we are having our we have a traffic of around 100 to 200 people daily on our platform.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the progress for now.
So what are you trying to solve? Let's get to that. What's the problem?
So we have students who prepare for either for entry test, who are going to universities, or for jobs, mostly government jobs like CSS and other similar jobs. So we help them prepare for their tests.
Okay, but that is already done. What exactly are you trying to solve? Like, I think once you publish a book, are you solving the problem with distribution? Are you solving the problem of bringing more traffic? Like, what exactly are you trying to solve?
So now we are helping them prepare for their exams online. So it's an online platform. I'm not talking about
Okay.
So
okay,
yeah.
So basically you have turned whatever is physical into digital.
Yeah, we have turned into digital. We have turned our content into digital.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
And specifically it's related to MCQs based tests for now.
Okay, that's totally okay. So, okay, this is fine. And what do you expect from this session? Like, because I think the goal here is do you think that can be expanded to other countries? Like, if there demand in other countries, what you do, or you want to stay local?
No. We definitely want to expand in near future. For now, we are fulfilling our local demand, but definitely once we are stable in the local market, we will expand in other places. We have Pakistani people especially in Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and UAE who buy our courses, but they are Pakistani but residing abroad. But in future, of course, we can tap into other students of other countries as well.
Okay, that's good. Okay, fantastic. Anyone else? I'll just start taking notes.
Hi, my name is Zertaj. Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. My name is Zertaj Ahmed, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Pakistan Space Science Education Center. We are a STEM education-based initiative, and STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. So more to do with 21st century skills. And we're focusing on the age group of 7 years and older kids to teach them science in a more hands-on and practical way. And we inspire them to become scientists and engineers. So it's more of a complementary kind of education that complements the school education, but more towards developing skills. Before COVID, we were having in-person workshops, face-to-face workshops and sessions and events for schools. So our business model includes working with B2B customers, which includes schools, colleges, and B2C. So parents come directly to us we have transformed everything into the digital space. And so basically now we're having live sessions of these courses, which are attended by students from Australia, US, Canada, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. So more than the Pakistani market, we have customer base in these countries. And so my one question for this session and related to the session would be that if I am scaling and my problem area, although it's global and the problem lies in Pakistan as well, however, we see that not a lot of parents are comfortable in making payments online or digital payments. So we don't get that number of customers as we get internationally. So is it okay to focus your problem or your target market initially outside of Pakistan? Because in one of the mentoring sessions, the mentor said that it's better to focus on the local area where you are based, get the validation and proof of concept from there. But honestly, we're unable to get traction within Pakistan as much as we can get from outside. So again, scalability, or looking at scalability globally, and we do have responses from other countries. Thank you.
So thanks for building this, man. Thanks for building the future generation of Pakistan, right? That's very well needed. I think our curriculum is very old, and I think it's all across the world, frankly. But my question is, you said your problem with people paying, or your problem people understanding what the problem is?
So people do understand it. Like, I do have people coming to our Facebook page and messaging us on WhatsApp as well, because we're dealing with parents. They're the
Yes.
decision makers in this case. What I feel is that there are fee issues and also the mode of payment. So we're doing online payments ever since because of COVID. So I feel that not a lot of parents, especially because it's the mothers who are reaching out to us, they don't have that financial freedom to make payments, probably using credit cards, because they rely on their husbands. So that is what we're exactly trying to see. We've done a couple of surveys as well with parents, and we see that online payment is not something that where the mothers are mostly comfortable. So we're still trying to understand why it's not working out in Pakistan as much as abroad. So because we have good response from there.
No, but we need to, sorry, I want to nail down to this, right? If a woman wants to buy her clothes, I'm sure she will find a way to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
So if that is possible, why cannot she pay for the school? Like, is it a low priority? Is it like the husband doesn't understand, or is it costly?
It is. So we've revised our prices as well. So we've offered fast track courses where we have offered discounts as well. That does work out. So which is why I'm saying that it's, kind of, we're in that phase where we're still trying to pinpoint as to exactly what is the problem. Because I completely agree with you that when women want to buy anything for themselves, or for example, clothes, they would do that.
The reason I'm saying it, this Zartaj, is that it's very important for us to understand like what the customer profile is. And I talk about this multiple times. I gave a session on it because a lot of time people, as a founder, what we do, we do a lot of mistakes over finding excuses for why the problem is. So if you come to why doesn't this happen? Why doesn't this happen? Why doesn't this happen? After 2 or 3 whys, we understand what the problem is. I'll give you examples.
That's right.
And I'll give you example, like, you say, okay, people have a problem with paying. Okay, why cannot they pay? Hypothetically, sorry, my kid is just on the background, so you have to just bear with him, right? It's
Not a problem
here.
at all.
Yeah. So, and he wants to go wherever I am. So, anyways, so the thing is, if it does become too large, just let me know. I'll just ask my wife to take care of it. But anyways, so my question is that if cost is the issue, then you're targeting the right audience. Because I'll give you a simple example. Imagine if a son is in pain, right? He has to be rushed to hospital. A woman will do everything to make that happen. She will borrow from because now they don't understand the problem, because not like a higher priority for them. You may be targeting a different segment. Do you sell B2B or B2C? Like, do you go through schools, or is it something that people have to pay on top?
So it's both ways. We go to schools as well. So we get customers, we get parents from there. That's how we get introduced sometimes. And we're also doing Facebook marketing because a lot of these parents are on Facebook. We also reach out on Instagram as well. But that is the students who are there directly. So if you have to target parents, it's either WhatsApp or Facebook. If I talk about the, the so-called elite schools, I don't want to call them elite schools, but that's the term that everybody understands. So if you talk about elite schools, they do understand. So I am a robotics trainer and a judge, international judge as well. So I travel, take teams from Pakistan as well. What I see is that these elite schools, they understand what the need is, and we do get students from there. But it's the other schools, the second tier, we can say, who don't even, maybe it's the pricing and they don't have that, purchasing power, I would say. That could be another, reason.
I think if schools like Beacon House, Frobel, and other schools in Pakistan,
Yeah.
if they can fool people on paying them 20,000-30,000 rupees, right? Like why cannot you do the same? I'm trying to figure out like why cannot you just focus on those people?
Yeah, so it's very few schools who are the elite schools, like Bayview Academies. If I talk about Karachi, Bayview Academy, KGS, I mean, I can count them on my fingers, the schools from where we have students, and they're very open to our programs. But honestly speaking, Beacon House and City School, they are big networks, but they talk about subsidized costs. And, even now when we approach them, just during COVID, there was a concern about, the fee defaults and all those things. So many issues. I mean, COVID is a completely different scenario.
Yeah, let's not talk about COVID, right? So I'll give you. So I think everyone is here. So I'll just give you a couple of things that every startup has to realize, right? And frankly, we do this mistake all the time too, And the biggest challenge that we do is, Etha, wait, this is my keyboard. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he just will come in the middle of Zoom meetings every time. Anyways, so the thing is that what we have to do is that for any startup, you have to figure out exactly who use it, why would they use it, right? And if you figure that specific problem out, a lot of problems get solved. So I'll give you a simple example. You say that we focus on kids from 7 and above. Don't say 7 and above, like between 7 to 11. Okay. Then you say, okay, they have to live in these cities, like Karachi or like Peshawar, Islamabad, Faisalabad, where people have purchasing power. And I'll give you one thing. You live in Karachi, right?
Yeah, I'm based in Karachi.
Yeah. If you go to smaller areas, like, like I'll give you a simple example. Like if you're Gujranwala, I don't know what's like Hyderabad or like some small town, you'll be surprised at how many people there are craving for this because they don't have those things. Like in Karachi, kids have a lot of options, but kids in those areas do not have that privilege. So they may be more receptive to getting their kid into the schools, which is like very, very high elite,
So Haseeb, I'll tell you, we went to Thar. We worked with NGO-based schools. We went to Thar. Obviously, there was language barrier. But what we did was we taught them coding using Thermopole and creating a flow chart with them. We wrote these commands in Sindhi and all. So I know that kids are receptive. They want it. I think I really am unable to understand that what is it. And I think I further need to survey the parents and my target audience as to what is the thing. Because I have offered it to NGO-based schools and they understand it. They know what we're talking about. So the concept is not such where the kids won't understand it or anything.
Hello?
Yeah. So I just said that the concept is not such that it's not understandable. Maybe it's the price point or something else. Yeah.
So then you're targeting the wrong person. Like I'll give you an example. If McDonald's opens in like a small city, it will have more traffic than opening in Lahore now, and that's the niche of a lot of people because those people have cravings. So I'll just give you an example. Like don't focus on 7+, focus between a specific age group, 7 to 11, because when you have those kids, you become very specialized, for kids who want to be scientists, and just target on those,
Sure.
and and their parents make between this to this income. Their parents' education level is this. Like I'll give you example. Like some person may be very, very rich, and he doesn't care about being a scientist, but his education level is not as good. So you say, okay, has to be between like FSC or bachelor's or something. Both parents are working, just to give example. But you make a hypothesis, regardless if hypothesis is wrong. It doesn't have to be correct, but you make an hypothesis. And the more segments you have, find out like 5 or 6 of characteristic of your target customer. Has to make a
Right.
specific amount of money, has to be this education level, studying in these schools, paying this much in fees, and live in these cities, and have like someone who has, like, I'll give you a simple example. Someone who has an iPhone, I'll just hypothetically put it out there, because this means they are kind of elitish, because not everyone
Yeah.
can buy an iPhone. And so you can even I think on Instagram, you can even target ad based on iPhone, and
Yeah.
if someone is using iPhone 6, just to give example, don't target him. Target anyone who is above S8 or S9, because that phone
Yeah.
is around
Got
like
it.
$300, right?
Yeah.
So you can target based on that. Then you can also target based on zip codes. So I don't know if it happens in Pakistan, but you can also target based on schools, and then
Yeah.
try to focus on only nailing down. And again, you could be 100% wrong. I'm not saying you'll be right, but at least you will know what works, what doesn't work. But nearly nail down the problem. And I tell this all, don't go all the place. Like you're going to NGO, which goes to unprivileged kids, right?
That's
Underprivileged
right.
kids.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
issue with that is a lot of time you will get, because you make money because it's funded by NGO, and NGOs don't care as long as they can put it on the poster. They just want poster kids. That's all NGO wants, So, but in actual, if you want to make an impact, uh, go to those kids and just focus on those. And maybe age, someone who's maybe between like anyone who's like have a kid of 7, maybe they're below 30, below 40. So you say, okay, their parents are between 35 to 45, so with millenniums, like, because millennials are turning 40 this year. So if you start focusing on these niches, you will have much more success. And again, make a hypothesis and focus on those, and you will have and whenever you talk to a customer, you make sure you ask through these questions. We only take kids who qualify for this. So whenever you start
Right.
qualifying people, you'll be surprised at how many people will be receptive, because people want to be join an exclusive club. Like in our service, I'll give you example. We don't onboard every customer. We reject 98% of our customers. And when we get on customer, we say we would not take you if you don't qualify for our services. And frankly, that actually
Right.
intrigues people much more. We say we only take 1.9% of the clients. So I'm here to understand. So the customer then say why I should be between that 1.9%. If you enter a shop and you are giving a choice between a shop that serves 98% or 1.9%, people would like to take 1.9%. You say we only serve 0.03% of the kids. Now it looks pretty intriguing. Like, okay, why would my kid not be among 0.03% people? And focus on that. So that will become, so messaging need to be clear. That's what I would recommend. And again, this is for everyone, like messaging need to be very, very, because once you find your product market fit is very important for a lot. It's being talked a lot. Product market fit is what would your customer, how much your customer will be impacted if you die tomorrow or your business die tomorrow. In our case, we ask our customers all the time. And anytime they believe, so we ask them on the scale of 1 to 10, anytime they believe we are below like 7, we fire them. We basically say we are not the right fit, and we let them go. We have only let go like 1 or 2 customers so far, because everyone else say, I don't know if they're afraid or something, but but we frankly tell them, ask them that, hey, are you interested? Are you satisfied or not? And if they're not, we just say, okay, we'll give you all the money. One other product market fit is if you offer your customer a full year of plan of a competing product, would they switch or not? So I'll give you a simple example. Maybe you have Uphone, and you say, okay, if you don't use Uphone, I'll give you 1 year of free mobile link connection. Would you switch or not? Just leave my service. Would they leave or not? And that's a very difficult thing to do, because it's a very, very thing that's very, very, you imagine all the customer will leave. But you'll be surprised at the loyal following you start building over time because of that. And this is for scaling startup. Again, this is like pretty much what it is. Like, you pay people to leave your service. And again, it only works on the initial stages, because you have a very tight group of people. But after filtering out the 100, 200 people you find, that will define you how to scale. Because once you have people who will never leave you, or will basically, beg for your services, or basically need your service totally, at that time you can say, okay, how can I find more of those people, and just focus on those. And now social media is so good, you can actually find those people on social media, or have a pre-qualification form. If you go to a person in Thur or person in Frobels or any other school, again, I don't know a lot about school, because I went to a very, I would say, like tier 2, 3 school in Pakistan, right? So I don't belong to that class, but a lot of people, but if you go all of the places, your messaging would be wrong. The colors need to be different. For some parents, you also need a different messaging. Like, they may want to understand in their local language rather than English, because they are not educated enough, but they want their kid to be educated. So focus on one niche. That's for every startup, I would say.
Yeah. I think those were very important points. Thank you so much, Haseeb.
No problem.
Thank you, Haseeb. I think थोड़ा introduction जो है जरा लंबा हो गया.
Yeah, sorry. I think I just
So
wanted
then-
to make it like more like a.
Yes, so we can. I think Huma has raised her hand. Huma, if you can wait till the next Q&A session, so that Haseeb can, formally kick off the session, and then वो बीच में जो है, he'll keep interacting with everyone. So you can ask your question then. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, so basically, a scaling startup is pretty much like, how do you go from? I think going from 0 to 100 is difficult, and I talked about this multiple times with product market fit. There's a blog by Rahul Vohra, I believe. It's called Product Market Fit. You can search for it. It's pretty famous. And that is very important for you while you're building a product, because the issue is that nothing in the world is for everyone. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, let's pick up a random stuff, right? Let's look I'll pick up random stuff, and I'll pick up like biryani, right? Like, who in the world will deny biryani? I'll just give you a simple example. They will say, okay, I don't want to eat it, right? But person who doesn't eat carbs will deny it. Like, and you believe that he would not like to eat it. Or if you say, hey, I want to have a Coke for someone, they should not deny it, but there will be people who will care about sugar. So nothing in the world is for everyone. Be very niche focused. Always be very niche focused. Like, do this thing, does this for this person at this cost. People will only buy due to 2 reasons. Either they give them very high, return. They have expectation of making a lot of money, or they have expectation of losing a lot of money. These are the 2 drivers. If you have that thing, then it will make you, like, you say, okay, the Ponzi scheme, I'll give me $1, I'll make you $10. People will act irrationally, and if you say, hey, you will die if you don't do it, like COVID thing, right? Basically all the thing, like, it shut down the entire economy. It shut down the entire world almost, because people are afraid they're dying. That is where things comes along that people need. So obviously not every product could be in, but you can be close to that. Either give them something that will make them better, or make something that will not make their life much worse. So that's about it. Now, let's talk about, so build something that people want, as YC motto, which is pretty common, and then try to do it 10x better, because that's where scale comes along. Like, I'll give you an example. If you go from, now it could be just be perception of one person from what is 10x better. Obviously everyone have their own perception of what is 10x, but 10x could be, I now belong to top 10 students in in a top 100, there are 100 students in like, world. I will make you 10x. I'll give you from the education guys. Our students are among the top 10% or top 1%, people who went through us. Our books, our candidate, the people who bought our books were have a 10x chances of getting more success, something like that. Like I'm just giving examples. So if you come to that, it makes your job much easier. And frankly, then finding customers become very easy because you have to pre-qualify every customer. It's very difficult for you to say no to customer. Like frankly, it's super difficult. But the more you say no, the better it is for you to find your product market fit. Like it depends. If it's a one-time product, like someone bought your t-shirt and went away, it's very difficult who will buy your t-shirt. But like, my dad may not buy your t-shirt. So obviously that's the part, but like, which color it is, like, what's written. So there's a specific class, but it's not very relevant because if the person bought, he's gone. But if a person specifically have a recurring relationship with you, you have to be very, very, very focused on product market fit. So as I said, once you have it, then you double down. Other thing is try to grow through existing customer base. Like we ask our customer that, who is the one person you care about? Who do you think we should protect them? So we are in cybersecurity. We protect people's cell phones. So we say, who is that one person who is the one person that you care about, who we should protect? Right? Other way could be to ask them that, hey, hey, can you refer me a client? That basically means that, okay, it doesn't sound good. But if you say, hey, one person, again, who is the one person you care about that we should protect? Similarly for education, who is the one person who you believe can be success, can be part of his success by selling him better course, or prepare. Who is the one person who wants to be successful in next CSX exam that we can help? Or similarly, like, we are training the top 0.03% of kids who will be the future scientists. Is there any kid that you care about that we should induct or like train to become 0.03%? And that basically makes your job much, much, much powerful. Pitch becomes powerful. And once you have the powerful pitch, then it becomes very easy for you to grow and do from there. Frankly, it's just like, this is all pretty much businesses. Like there's, other than that, I don't want to talk like further about, because I don't want to bore you by giving random lectures, but this is important. Simple steps, just do this and you should be fine. So I would like to take some questions if it's possible and just like, go through it, because this will help you in understanding it much better with practical examples. So let's start with Inam and then I'll go by. So basically, so I'm looking at screens, so I'll just give like 5 minutes to each. Is it okay? Fair ask? 30, not the noise from me, but I don't know. So anyways, Inam, do you want to go ahead? 1, 2, 3.
Ji Haseeb, Assalamu alaikum.
Wal salam.
We have developed a system for websites for speed boosting. It's one-click Amazon cloud deployment.
Okay.
If someone is normally websites load in 8 seconds globally. Our system makes it fast, like 2 to 3 seconds. And we are selling this system to the e-commerce, small businesses, and all that. So I'm just looking for the opportunities to go global for this. And we are also having, like, we should collaborate with people, or we should go for the Facebook and hunt for the people who are running the website and stores.
ठीक है. So who's your competitor? Is it SiteGround or is it like Cloud? Like who's your competitor?
Currently, there is no competitor. There is only one solution in Seattle, US. The name is NitroPack.
I use them, I think.
Yeah, our system is SonicX. It's kind of the same system, but we in the pricing model we are going for $3 to $7 per month. They are charging like $20 or $30 per month. So we are also providing the same solution. We are optimizing the images, optimizing the code, minifying all the file systems, and loading the website fast.
Okay. So the thing is, like, it's pretty simple, right? Like, you have to, how much does your customers So I'll give you a customer profile. Number one, he runs a website himself.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have a web developer, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so if he doesn't have a web developer, it means that he does not have budgets for it. So a person who doesn't have a web developer doesn't have, it means that's a small business. So small business
Yeah.
in the US will be defined by like $60,000 to maybe $250,000 in revenue. That's, I'm
Yeah.
just giving example. Based in US, because that's what your target market is. So for US,
Exactly.
what you can do is, it's very interesting. You can actually pick up the zip code which are cheaper to advertise. Okay, and you can advertise to them. And
Okay.
for starting out, don't run new ads. Like just retarget the people who come to your website.
Okay. So
Right.
I'm just not getting you. I should target people who are visiting my website,
If
or
they are visiting, retarget.
okay, retargeted using Facebook ads or any ad
Yeah,
network like
yeah.
Google.
Like if you're running new ads, like for a startup, I recommend them to use like retargeting, so they can see your
Okay.
ads everywhere.
So I just want to know, is it good for me to go to the direct customers, or I should reach the agencies who are providing the development services in US, and they are developing the stores for the small businesses, and just go to them and give them the agency plans to sell it to the customers. We
Ideally,
already
agency
had the
plans,
customer base.
but I think you should have both.
Okay.
Because you are B2C and B2B. Obviously, you'll make more money in agencies because that will help you scale. Like I'll give you should have an app in like WooCommerce or Shopify store where people
Yeah.
can just deploy it by like one click,
Yeah.
that post on.
Basically, we have developed a CDN, that is Content Delivery Network,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it is based Amazon CloudFront. So we made it everything automated. Just need to click it, and everything will be
yeah, yeah,
deployed to you.
yeah.
We
But
also
my
have a
question,
plugin in WordPress. The plugin will connect it. We are working on the Shopify, but Shopify somehow they don't support the CDN systems. We are working with their team, technical team, and I hope we get a solution. But for now, we can operate for PHP websites, .NET websites, and WooCommerce and WordPress.
okay, what's your link?
It's SonicX, sonicx.io.
Okay, one thing I want to show you to you. I want to share my screen with you, and this is
Sure.
again a tip for scaling startup. Is a brand name is very important. Like everyone likes like
Yeah.
IO stuff, but I will show you something. I'll just share just one
Sure.
second. Share screen.
SonicX.
Can you see my screen?
Let me see. Yeah, I can.
Okay,
I
so
can
let's
see.
go ahead with and see. So eBay has actually a way of buying domains, right? So let's
Okay.
say buy domains, and this is a tip for everyone. You'll be surprised
Okay.
at how good Depend is. So buy domains. This is how I used to buy domains, and I used to sell at one point of time.
Okay.
So you can just pick up like I'm just saying this is like Wonki, VONCI, but it's you can buy a lot of like domains for like $5, $10.
Okay.
So if you go ahead, like I'll give you an example, like ghoulsh.com. You should try
Will
to
you
have a
please, if you have few minutes, will you please open the link that we have, sonicx.io?
sonicx.io. So first of all, your page doesn't have a secure. Like this is obviously a turn
Yeah,
off for
it's
me.
under it's under development. We're launching it like in 15 to 20 days. It's not launched. It's not public for now. Uh, the client can put the link here. They can check in live what is the current stat, how many visitors they are losing because of speed, and what they will get after the deployment. We deploy it real time and we'll give them the results.
Yeah, other than that, well, but the problem I see, you have a lot of call to action, like download, pricing, features, about, blog, help. It's too much stuff on the top, right? I can drill down on the whole. When people come to your website, they should only do one thing. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
Like here, I don't get it. Like, what exactly is doing? Like, is it statistics something or something? But
I think it was too early to give you the link because we haven't launched it yet.
yeah,
But we are working on the platform on the back end. It will
that's
go
fine.
public in
But
15 to 20 days. Yeah, we'll
yeah,
fix
this
the
is
things. It will
basically
get our dashboard here.
Yeah, this is like a not transparent image. It has like something, but anyways, I
Uh-huh.
don't want to drill down more. But
These
like,
are the thing. The top URLs you can check the scores. These are the websites people tested uh, previously. You can see in the bottom.
let's check Google.com. This is the most funny one. So,
So
um,
it will take some time
yeah,
because
yeah.
in the real
So you
time
can
it's
say
going
like people
down.
here. You can ask for email. When you ask for
Yeah.
email, hey, can I reply the email?
We have
So,
a plan, like you can see over the result, there is a link where you can see the deployment. The people will click that, they have to provide the email, then they will get the link.
okay, I may use your product too, frankly, if it works, right?
Here you can see the, yeah, these are the stats.
So you will improve Google. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's pretty ambitious, man. So,
There
so
are many issues with every website because
yeah,
when
I
we
know. I'm
deploy it
just
to Amazon Cloud, the things
yeah.
are different. Yeah.
Anyway, so just for the domain, like like you can be basically go on Google, spend like a day,
Uh-huh.
um, and like miniloan.com. It's a very good domain name. You know,
Okay.
I bought a lot of domains from here. Then you go on like social media handler, social media
Okay.
handle finder. You can go like here. Like imagine
Mm-hmm.
you have Sonic Sex, right?
Yeah.
So this is my approach. Again, everyone have a different approach.
I think we have
So
the results at the Sonic X. Will you please check it?
okay, yeah, I got it. Like I've tried it, so that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
these are the things that Google will get.
Yeah, anyways, that's good. So you should go to them. So if you go here and you can click on
Mm-hmm.
Sonic X, you know, and click here, it will tell you
Which is
all
available.
the
Yeah.
which domain is available. Like .com is on a Facebook may be available, and then you can
Yeah.
register it. This is for every startup. Like do it, and whenever you build a startup, just book all of
Uh-huh.
them. And
Okay.
please don't do like like get Sonic X. Like it should be get Sonic X on one side. It should be like buy Sonic X on other side. Have one
Mm-hmm.
and just focus on it.
Okay.
Like you have YouTube available, you should take it immediately. It's free of cost.
Okay.
And because the other problem is like you will suffer is you will also have people will type like your domain you
Mm-hmm.
know in Google, and they will get Sonic X, you know like Sonic is a game, so basically it's very difficult for you to SEO for this thing.
Yeah.
But I'll give you
I
example.
can
Our company
understand.
name
Yeah.
is Ifani. When you type Ifani, everything that comes is basically funny.
Exactly.
You go wherever you go, like for till like 2 to 3 pages is all funny, you know
Mm-hmm.
and the reason for that is basically helps you out in building a SEO for the future, because that's where the customer will come in. So anyways, buy a good domain
Yeah.
name and find this, and because you're early stages, so you should do it right now,
Okay.
because you will
Sure.
always start losing traffic.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go to Haider Tariq.
And then I
Um,
think after that, Huma was raising her hand before. So Huma, you can go after Haider.
Sure,
all
sure.
right. Hello, Hasib. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, Hasib. So let me give you a bit brief about what we are doing, and so then later on you can just suggest us a bit. So we kind of started as a marketplace for content creators, but now we are making more kind of a market network. It's a bit different business model than marketplace. What we are trying to do is we are also giving SaaS tools for the content creators. We have made project management tools, file sharing tools, and a bit upper level kind of tools, all right, which comes with the marketplace. So post COVID, what we realized was, like, while developing these tools, the Pakistani market doesn't kind of, like, is still a bit resistant. Like, they are, like, working on the tools, going digital, paying subscription model and all that stuff. But while I was doing my survey with few, you can say, people from international communities, I have a good network in international communities. So while I was talking to them, they were like pretty excited about it. And kind of, they were like, this kind of the whole solution, like, 3 to 4 different domains working together in one single platform is all exciting for them. So we kind of started marketing them. Now, though I have a good domain in, like, in startup culture and all that stuff, but I have like, you have already expanded in, you can, like, in B2C, like kind of a domain internationally, right? So can you tell me how was your journey and how you kind of started it? Was it the SEO? Were you building communities, or what were the marketing strategies to reach out to people in US while sitting in Pakistan, or what did you kind of move towards US or stuff like that? So questions related to that.
So in Pakistan, my experience was with Park Wheels. So I don't know, a lot of people know, but I was like, when Park Wheels started, like I was one of the few first people who were like, growing the thing. I was one of the, uh, you know, volunteers at that time. And also so we were doing a lot of events in Park Wheels. And we found people who are enthusiasts with cars. So I didn't even get outside Pakistan, right? So I don't have a lot of experience in Pakistan. Uh, but here I always work locally. I live in states now, so obviously I've experienced. We don't operate outside US, and we do one thing a lot. Like a lot of time, there is this thing called scope creep, and what it does is people want to add more and more features, in believing that people will add more stuff. People like it, but frankly, people are only looking for one thing. That one thing, and whatever you give it to them, they will be happy with that. Other thing is just thing. If you go to a restaurant, you want to buy food, but you want to have you are not there for food. You're basically there for enjoyment, like for peace of mind or for chilling or something, you know so the secondary product becomes, so the more features you add, you'll confuse yourself. Basically it become um like khichdi, right? It basically doesn't like no one will want you, it's become very complicated. Okay, what do you do? Like it's like similar to, if I come to you, say, what do you do? You say, I do this. Okay, I see. Okay, like a lot of agencies fail because they do everything. But agencies who will only do, like, okay, I only do WordPress websites for e-commerce store owners between this to this. Again, I'm a very fan of like specific customers, and that's why I'm pushing this a lot. So the less features, the better. Now, if you cannot sell on one feature, it becomes very difficult for you to sell on two features, frankly, especially for in our industry. Now, it doesn't mean that you should not have the essential features. I'll give you a simple example of a car. Like imagine you build a car. Now, obviously, the car need to have tires, so you can't just build a car without an engine and tires. But what is that one thing that people will just buy and care about that enough to buy it? Because if you don't have that one single thing, you will lose your customers soon, and you'll always be fighting for that market share. So find out the one niche that you're looking for. So initially, you pivoted from a B2B place, which means that people did not need that pivot marketplace. Now you start building a tool. There's a simple software called Typewriter, I believe. I think it's called Typewriter or something, where people just type. You know what it does? Basically, primarily what it does is it allows you to type without distraction. It's a Microsoft Word without any feature. Like think about it. I think that's what it is, or something like that, right? Where it's
Hasib,
basically
hello.
a Microsoft
Sorry
Word
to.
without any feature. And that's the feature,
Yeah.
that it doesn't have any feature.
Okay, Hasib, one thing. No mean offense to you, but obviously, yes, it's not about like, I kind of pivoted. They were due to COVID, there were different reasons. Like, it's not about like people didn't need it. Just clarifying it, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
The business model doesn't work when such things happen, and especially working in the creative agencies and when it's a lot related to, you can say, event and physical work included.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is one of the reasons we kind of did pivot. We kind of did people don't need it. People do need it, but we are kind of adding value over it. Second, I totally agree. Like, we don't want to become a khichdi. We want to be very specific, and we kind of came up with these tools after having, I think so. I've talked more than 50 to 100 people, and then I came up with these specific tools, which are with well-being. But my concern and question was how to target the people, not over the tool and what product I'm building.
Okay. So if you're talking about like the cheapest way is content marketing. Now, what I did was, in our case, what we did was we basically went to all the podcasts. We made a list of every podcast that these people listen to, every podcast. We literally went to iTunes stores and got the top 1,000 podcast in that category, like whatever is relevant, and we filtered out which podcast we reached out to every podcast in that thing. We reached out to every blog they do. We also reached out to every influencer they had, and we frankly asked them to write a review about our product. And we got on every podcast. So I think our still goal is to get on 2 to 3 podcasts per month, and you'll be surprised. Even if it's smaller or bigger, it doesn't matter, but I try to get on every podcast. That's one thing. Other thing is, you should write out to all the influencers who people follow in that space. There may be some gurus or some people who focus on that. Focus on those people, and that actually helps you out. Like whatever you're building, focus on influencers who basically people, whoever your customer listens to. That's very important. Like I'll give you an example. Like my mother will still say, मैंने सुबह morning show में ये देखा, ये कर लो, right? And because she listened to that, so reach out to those people so you can get your message across, and you'll be surprised at how easy communicate. But don't try to sell them. Tell them that, hey, I'm building this thing. I need your help to see if you, on a scale of 1 to 10, is this relevant or not? Because people are generally nice. They will say, oh, it's a good idea, because they don't want to spend time arguing with you a lot of times. And but if you ask them, would you pay for it? That's where the thing changes. Would you use it? Yes, but would you pay for it? Like if you ask 50 to 100 people, say, hey, I'm building this, it will cost me this much money. Are you willing to put down the money today? That basically makes a change. And the reason I'm a founder too, I absolutely have I want every one of you to be successful, right? That's why I'm volunteering my time, and I'm basically trying to see. But I'm just saying that these are some difficult steps that people have to do in order to find a gated product fit. And for scaling, as I said, content is the number one thing, right? It doesn't mean that you should hire writers who just write it out. But frankly, if you reach out to like top 100 results in SEO, whatever people think about, what people will be type for you when they need help. Go on YouTube, go on Instagram, go on Google, and see what they type. Now, whatever clicks they go to, like you cannot be on top. Like try to reach out to them. They may have their smaller communities like Facebook community. Other thing what you should do is Facebook groups are very powerful. Like this is for everyone, like Raj and anyone. Like think about it. There was a guy who was doing like a CSS aspirant school. So why don't you make a group on Facebook where you say that, okay, this group is for people who want to succeed. Now, who is run by? It's run by Doger groups. You have free marketing, or there's like, I think some other lady, I forgot the name, but I think it's that, I don't know. Anyways, so they had a thing that they want to do things. So we say, we want to train the top 0.03% people, focus on that. And these are for the parents of those kids who wants to educate. In your case, people who want to be successful, who will be your type. So make a Facebook group for them, provide them with the resources, and frankly, you'll see how quickly it grows. Just empower people to do what they want, and the product will fly off the shelf.
Thank you, Haseeb. Thank you very much. We were already being part of international communities from through Facebook, and kind of had some LinkedIn connections,
Yeah.
which they were already working in such industry. I was just kind of joined this session also, just to be confirmed, how being to learn from a person who have already done it. So is there something I've been missing, or there's something new to it? But thank you very much. Thank you for the session. Uh, Thank you again. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you,
Just
Steve.
have perseverance.
So I think Homa had a question, and I think after that Zenith also has a question. So Homa,
Sure.
if you can go first, and then Zenith can go.
Okay, sure. I'm basically the founder of Book My Spot, which is basically an on-demand beauty app where the customers can book an appointment online. Like I thought there was a customer problem that there wasn't any platform available where the customers can book an appointment online. Either they would have to go to visit salon pages to figure out the best discounts or deals available, or maybe go with a friend's recommendation and then book an appointment, or maybe visit the salon as well. So I thought, why not have such a platform where they can, have such an appointment platform. Like we have it for food and logistics, but we didn't have any such platform available for the beauty industry. So that's what we're focused on. And also to, help the women-led businesses, the salons, to, provide them a digital platform where they can, promote their business in a better manner. As for scaling, well, there's a definite possibility that, we can, expand to different markets, because obviously there is a beauty market in every country. So we definitely will have to, look for the co-founders there, or maybe even target the Pakistani beauty industry there. So that's about it. I particularly didn't have a question. I raised my hand because, we were all introducing our startups, and to, have a feedback over it, and how I can, scale it up at a global level.
Okay, I think frankly, globally, it's I'll give you an example. I used an app. I think it was a barber thing. So barber came
Yeah.
to my house and he basically cut my hair, and I
Mhm.
wasn't happy with the experience.
Okay,
And
I'm basically not providing the home services. I'm getting the salons on board
okay,
where the customers can, book an appointment and visit the salon itself.
so it's like Open Table. I don't know if there's a company called Open Table here, which basically books the place in restaurants. So I think this Open Table for boutiques, right?
Yes, sort of.
Okay,
Yes.
my question is: do people go to the same boutique all the time, or do they have brand loyalty here?
Sorry.
To the
Do they have
same
brand loyalty?
salon, I
Like,
think he means to the same salon. Do the people go to the same salon?
Yes, at times, but then there are also customers, who figure out where is the, best discounts or deals available, and then they visit that salon. So it depends.
okay, if I was you, I would basically focus on the people who churn a lot. Basically they go from customer to customer. That's the worst market to be in, but that's a good market in because it gives you. Because I'll give you an example. If someone goes to a specific salon, like if I go to my hairdresser, I'll go to the same hairdresser all the time. That's pretty much I go to salon for, because it's just convenient. I'll wait for it, you know
Mm.
and like I don't know the problem, how big a problem it is, because but do you take a cut from salons? Do they like it?
Yes.
Sorry, what is answer? Do they like, do they give a cut to you?
Okay, the salons, yes, they do. They're
Okay.
they're even, giving me the discounts. So I offer the discounts when I'm even talking to Jazz Cash and digital wallets. They're even get coming on board and offering discounts for the customers. So it's like, we'll be providing additional discounts to the customers
So I
to sign
personally
up to
believe,
us.
yeah, I personally believe that you should focus only on a specific market. And even in that case, just focus on your local city and monopolize that city, because I don't know the funding stage you are at, but it's very difficult for you to like grow in a specific thing. Like I'll give you an example. If you live in like uh, Lahore or whatever city you are in, just focus on a specific part of the city, not even the entire city. Just focus on like one specific part of the city or wherever people will go, like someone, and just monopolize that and start with the smaller cities possible. Um, because thing is, who goes to salon? People who are kind of rich, because you don't want, and also don't focus on every salon. Focus on specific kind of salon. There are people who will pay like $50 for a haircut, or people who will pay $5,000 for a haircut. So you basically focus on a specific thing that will make you. So now, obviously, if a customer who use smartphone, again, that's why he's educated. He probably would not go to the cheapest one. Like I know he'd go to, but they will basically go from a specific standard. This is where I want to play, you know and so I think you focus on that and then go globally. Once you find like people who use it, then go from there. Because if you go too quickly, there's a very important story about a company called, I think it's Homebrew or something. They're a YC company too, and they scaled to like 34 cities in like 6 months. So their first blog post was how I scaled from one city to 35 city, um, to 35 city in 6 months. You know what the next post was? Sorry, we are shutting down. you know, and I think they raised like $40 million or something, you know. So they burned like $40 million in 6 months, you know. And my thinking is don't spread yourself thin, because ideally you want to monopolize. But if you think about it, Amazon does not operate in a lot of countries because they wanted to focus and monopolize. Like in America, they pretty much monopolize the market. So focus on monopolies. And there's a book called Zero to One by Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
I recommend you should all read it, and read it every year, because every year you read it, you read it from different perspective. And there's another book called Innovator Dilemma that I recommend you to read a lot. You know, again, and these are books that you should read pretty much every year. Like I know you have read it, but you should read it every year, because every time you read, your perspective will change. And the thing with that is what you have to focus on. So if I was you again, I will only focus on a specific thing, like just like, hair cutting. Just to give you example, hey, we provide the best deals on hair cutting. I don't know if women go and do multiple services. Frankly, like, I don't know. Um, and and my wife here doesn't go to salon, so basically it's a kind of so I don't know a lot about this industry, but I just know if they go for like they go for one service, do they take another service too? So
At times
if
they
that's
do, yes, depends. Yeah.
so focus on one thing, like why would people use it, and what's the most frequent service that people use it for? Because if it's like once in a year service, it's become very difficult for an app to survive, because people have to download it. People don't want apps on their phone, a lot of apps, they would just delete it. But if it's something that you use like once a month, like whatever the most frequency is, focus on those people. Because the cost of deployment of app is very difficult, expensive, because you have to convince a customer to deploy, use the app. It's a very painful experience for the first time, and this customer will come back after like 1 year. Like in COVID, I did my haircut myself for a long time, so I don't know. Like the thing is, I don't know how things have changed, but that become very critical. Frequency of the visits, because if you don't have the frequency, you will have much tougher time for people using your product. You may get them as one time, but it will be difficult for you to make money from them all the time, and they'll forget
Okay.
about you.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's next?
Thank you.
Zenith, do you want to go next?
Okay, so hi, Assalamu alaikum. Um, so I had this question that I run a startup known as Digilite. It started off as a community, and it is a community of entrepreneurs and content strategists and marketers. Um, when we were getting a lot of traffic, so that was the time when me and my team thought about creating it, a proper organization of it, and we are providing training courses to the national clients. We are basically trying to promote a native or local dialects with in addition to the skills development on the courses that we are putting on our website. It's by the name of www.dgdie.org. Um,
Sorry, just
so,
1 second. Sorry,
uh,
just
yeah. So when we have this, if you look into this website, one of the USP that
Sorry, Zenith,
I
sorry,
developed.
एक मिनट अगर ठहर जाए. I think he got a call or something coming back.
Sorry, मुझे दिख नहीं रहा था.
एक मिनट.
sorry guys, life of entrepreneur, sometimes you have to take some calls. Anyway, so sorry,
No
can you start from beginning? I'm so sorry for that, terribly sorry.
problem. You can you open my link so that I can relate to the question and we can my
Where is your link?
website
What's
www.digitewrite.
Can you type in the Zoom link?
I am just saying it.
Look,
Can you write it in the chat so that we can just click on it?
digitewrite.org. DigiWrite.
I cannot hear you properly. Can you just type it
आपकी
out?
आवाज कट रही है, अगर प्लीज चैट में लिखते हैं.
Okay. Yes. अब आ रही है बात सही?
जी
अब ठीक है. DigiWrite, क्योंकि वो पढ़ना बड़ा मुश्किल. ठीक है. digitewrite.organization. Okay.
Yeah, this is a website. So we started off as a community on Facebook, जिसमें हमारे पास entrepreneurs हैं और freelancers हैं basically. The problem that we are having right now is कि हमने एक USP बनाई कि हम लोग जो है local जो हमारी language है हम इसमें courses करवाएंगे, virtual classrooms रखेंगे. तो इस सिनेरियो में how can we tap into the global market? फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एंड सेकंड क्वेश्चन, कोविड आने के बाद हम लोगों ने जो है वो जॉब पोर्ट इंटीग्रेट करने की कोशिश की है और बीटा टेस्टिंग की है. तो would that be applicable to the global market as well? इसकी रेलेवेंस में मैं बता दूं that हमारे पास एक कम्युनिटी ऑलरेडी रनिंग है फेसबुक पे with 7,000 एक्टिव मेंबर्स. सो ये सब लोकल मार्केट है, कोई ग्लोबल मार्केट नहीं है इसमें.
और आप ग्लोबल मार्केट जाने क्यों चाहती हैं?
टू टैप इनटू द न्यू मार्केट. और मेरे ख्याल से हम लोग ये चाहते हैं कि जैसे इसमें जब लोकल डायलेक्ट की बात आ रही है, इसमें हमारे पास अभी उर्दू है, पंजाबी है एंड थोड़ा बहुत सिंधी है. हम इसमें दूसरी लैंग्वेजेस भी ले हैं, जैसे रशियन है या फ्रेंच है या स्पेनिश है.
French local language तो आप ना करें. French is one of the largest languages of the world. I'm just asking. देखिए, the reason I'm sorry, अगर I don't want to offend anyone, but the thing is, the reason I'm asking this question is because मैंने आपको कहा है कि आप इंटरनेशनल क्यों जाने जाते हैं. आपने कहा बोला, मैंने कहा why, आपने कहा to tap into new market. ठीक है. The reason I'm saying why आप 3-4 बार बोलेंगे ना किसी भी स्टार्टअप के अंदर, frankly you'll see a lot of issues being resolved. ठीक है. इंटरनेशनल आप क्यों जाना चाहती हैं, मैं आपसे दोबारा पूछूंगा. हेलो. I think she disconnected or no?
I think connection dropped हो गया है.
Or maybe she doesn't like my answer. I don't know this. So yeah.
In the meanwhile, I think Jawad is raising his hand. Do you want to go next? And I think we also have a question in the chat from Naeem.
Sure. But anyway, yeah, the thing is, like, frankly, I'll tell you one thing. Like, I absolutely have no, the only thing I want is to be successful, right? So if I say something, if you don't like it, I'm so sorry. That's all I can say. But my genuine goal is to help you out.
Ji, Assalamualaikum Haseeb. This is Jawad.
Okay, Jawad, sorry. I think Zeenat just came back. So why don't we finish with her and come back, right?
I'm sorry that my internet.
अच्छा, आपने कहा था, मैंने आपसे पूछा था कि आप इंटरनेशनल क्यों जाने जाते हैं?
जी, मेरा हम लोगों की बेसिकली यूएसपी ये है कि हम लोग नेटिव या लोकल लैंग्वेज में जो है वो जो है स्किल डेवलपमेंट कोर्सेज और ये सबको प्रमोट करना चाह रहे हैं बेसिकली, नॉट जस्ट इंग्लिश. यूडेमी या कोर्सेरा अगर आप देखें तो सब इंग्लिश ही है.
ये what if Pluto does the same thing too, no? Pluto भी इस तरह वो लोकल पे फोकस करता, right? Fatima Rizwan startup, I think. So I think this is very very important कि आप चेक करें कि पाकिस्तान में इस प्रोडक्ट इज वर्किंग और नॉट वर्किंग. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि आपको चैलेंज उर्दू में किसी बंदे बोलने को आ रहे हैं, वही चैलेंज आपको सिहाली बोलने वाले श्रीलंका में भी आएंगे. ठीक है. اور بہت سی لینگویجز آپ کے خیال میں لوکل ہیں. جیسے فرینچ آپ نے بولا, فرینچ از ناٹ آپ اس کو چیک کر لیں. اردو از ناٹ لائک اسمال لینگویج. آئی تھنک اٹس امنگ دا 5 لینگویجز ان دا ورلڈ, ٹاپ 5 اگر ہندی کو کمبائن کر لیتی ہیں. پنجابی وچ از مے بی لکس لائک اے لوکل لینگویج, ناٹ اے لوکل لینگویج. ٹھیک ہے, پنجابی آئی تھنک از امنگ دا ٹاپ 6 or 7 لینگویجز ان دا ورلڈ. I don't know, maybe like top 10, I don't know, but it's a massive share. تو آپ ایک کام کریں, آپ چیک کریں کہ لینگویجز کس لینگویجز آپ نے فوکس کرنا ہے. ٹھیک ہے, فار ایگزامپل آپ کہتے ہیں کہ ظاہری بات ہے ایسی بھی تو لینگویج ہو کہ جس کو کوئی سننے والا بھی ہو, اس کا کانٹینٹ پے کرنے والا بھی ہو. اور ایک چیز ہے کہ اگر آپ کا بزنس ماڈل ہے وہ پے بھی کر سکتے ہیں, کیونکہ لینگویج کا بہت زیادہ تعلق ہے آپ کی انکم سے. If you speak any of the top 5 languages, you are in a different income bracket. ٹھیک ہے, if you speak, there is statistics, you can run stats on it, if you speak this specific language, your income level will go up. If you do not speak this language, your income level will go down. ٹھیک, I'll give you a simple example. Take out the top 5 or 10 languages. If people do not speak those languages, their IQ would be among like a lower one or something. It's not like, it's just basically because they empower you to a lot of things. So اس پہ فوکس کریں کہ ایک لینگویج کا بنا لیں کہ اس پہ ہے. اف یو تھنک فرینچ از اوکے, اٹس فائن, لائک فرینچ کا کانٹینٹ, کیونکہ ایک اسٹیٹ ہے کہ آئی تھنک آن انٹرنیٹ 90% آف دا کانٹینٹ از فار انگلش اسپیکرس, while I think 12, like a major population of the world does not speak English, something like that. So جو کانٹینٹ کی ڈسپیرٹی ہے کہ جو کانٹینٹ ہے وہ سب انگلش میں ہے, لیکن جو انگلش اسپیکر ہیں وہ بہت کم ہیں ایز کمپیئر ٹو دا تھنگ. سو آپ چیک کریں کہ وہ کون سے انگلش اسپیکر جو پے بھی کر سکتے ہیں, ان کا کانٹینٹ بھی کم ہے. You just run these numbers. It's very simple to run the numbers. See how many, like you pick up French and you see how much content on the internet is on French. You just divide by ratio and then see what's the ratio there. ٹھیک ہے, and you slice it down and then you look at کہ ان کی پیمنٹ کی آپشن کیا ہے, like کتنی بڑی مارکیٹ ہے, and then start doing it. And what you have to do is you basically just have to translate whatever Udemy does. You don't even produce the content, just talk to the same author. I'll give you a simple tip. جتنے Udemy پہ کورس بنا ہے اسی author کے پاس جائیں, اس سے کہیں میں آپ کی لینگویج کو ٹرانسلیٹ کر رہا ہوں, dude you give me a copyright or not. You don't have to produce any content. اس میں آپ ٹرانسلیشن کریں, لوکل والنٹیئر ہائر کریں, ان کو ٹرانسلیٹ وہی آپ بنا دیں. So build a local version of Udemy or whatever they call, same writer, you just have to translate it. So frankly you will have so much content in like next 5 months that you'll be not surprised how much content is there.
ٹھیک, thank you so much. One more question, کہ ہم لوگوں نے کووڈ کے بعد جو ہے like we have introduced, am I audible?
Yeah, مجھے آواز آ رہی ہے.
اوکے, سو ہم لوگوں نے جو ہے وہ جاب پورٹل اسٹارٹ کیا ہے جسٹ ٹو فیسیلیٹیٹ فری لانسرز اور جو گھر بیٹھے اسٹوڈنٹس ہیں. سو should this be embedded in a business model permanently یا نہیں, because یہ تو for the time being ہم نے کیا تھا.
دیکھیں میرا تو ہمیشہ کے کانسیپٹ رہا ہے, میں بولتا ہوں کہ لیس فیچر از گڈ فیچر. بیسیکلی جتنی ایپل کا جو مطلب, میں ایپل کی اسپیچ سن رہا تھا, آئی تھنک اٹ واز لائک مے بی 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, like a long time ago. Apple was like launch, iPhone was launched. تو ان کا یہ تھا کہ we only launch one product per year. I'll give you a simple example. I have جو میرے پاس کمپیوٹر ہے, اس کا لاسٹ ورژن 2018 میں آیا تھا. 2-3 سال ہو گئے کوئی ورژن ہی نہیں آیا اس کا. اس کے مقابلے ایچ پی کے کوئی 50 ماڈل ہیں. یو گو ٹو ایپل اسٹور, یو بائی ون پروڈکٹ. لیکن اب تو ان کے ماڈل آ رہے ہیں, لیکن شروع میں ان کا کوئی پروڈکٹ نہیں ہوتا تھا, 1 یا 2 پروڈکٹ. ابھی بھی جائیں تو آئی فون کیا 2-3 آئی فون آ گئے, 6. اس کے بعد سیمسنگ والے 6 فون لانچ کرتے ہیں. جتنا آپ کسٹمر کو آپشن دیں گے اتنا وہ کنفیوز ہوگا. ٹھیک ہے, جتنے بھی ہائی اینڈ ریسٹورینٹس ہیں, آئی ایم ٹاکنگ اباؤٹ لائک ٹاپ ہائی اینڈ ریسٹورینٹس ان دی ورلڈ, دے اونلی ہیو لائک 2 or 3 ڈشز آن دا مینیو. آپ جاتے ہیں, آپ کہتے ہیں ویجیٹیرین, pescatarian option or meat option. That's it. Because people are there for the business and I went to a lot of restaurants where they only have 2 or 3 options. You go to drink, there's only 1 or 2 options. Like drinks mein generally sorry option hote hain, khane ke andar you can confuse customer ko na karne. What you do is better. Main aapko example deta hu. I don't generally do business with people who do jobs. And the reason for that is purely because I don't know if he's focused on it, he'll be around for it or not. Because when I'm looking for a service, I want someone reliable. So एक चीज करें, but be very, very focused at it. People should know you by that. You should be authority in that, you know, and you should say no to every other opportunity, regardless of how big that opportunity is. And spend some time and see this would be the milestone. I'll do this for this long. But if you keep on like दो कश्तों के सवार ना बने, मतलब मैं ये this is what I'm trying to say. Just focus on one thing, but be really good at that thing. And the more you do, the better it is for you. Just one second. So,
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
yeah, जो चीजें तुमको चीजें तोड़ दें, मतलब मैं बताया ना वो टाइपराइटर वाली एग्जांपल ली है. What they did was they basically made a Microsoft Word or something. It's this app. You should check it out. एक app है, it's called Calendly. I don't know if you've seen Calendly app. It's pretty good app. I think they do like $50 million per month in revenue. 50 million or per year or per month or some crazy numbers. वो क्या करता है? It allow people to book a time. That's all it does. ठीक है, और कुछ नहीं करता, और simple सी product है, but it's very good business. So the less features is better. Again, focus on one thing. If you want to do it, like again, if I was you, I would have done is कि मैं language pick करूँ, कौन सी languages में चाहिए, 4 या 5, that's it. ज़्यादा languages को मत, ideally geographical होनी चाहिए, कि मतलब क्योंकि ताकि अब ये ना एक आपने अफ्रीकन लैंग्वेज पकड़ ली, एक आपने श्रीलंकन पकड़ ली, एक ऑस्ट्रेलियन में किधर कबीले की पकड़ ली. यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन अ स्पेसिफिक रीजन. आप कहते हैं जी मैं एशिया की पकड़ता हूँ, उनकी ये लैंग्वेजेस हैं, ये इनकम ब्रैकेट है, और अब जिस तरह एक मेरे ख्याल में पता नहीं ये तमिल जो है इनकी, आई थिंक तमिल is actually I think bigger than Bollywood or something, but we don't know that or something in terms of like, you know, how much movies they produce. So आप उसको produce, तो there may be a lot of content. तो आप ratio बनाए, मैंने बताया था ratio क्या होगा. Again, the reason I'm trying to repeat is because people don't forget it. Make a ratio of total number of speakers, total number of content. You know, just divided by like have your own hypothesis, and then what's their income level. इन दो नंबरों के साथ आपको पता चल जाएगा which 5 languages you want to pursue, and just move ahead. And the easiest way to find the content is go to Coursera or go to like Khan Academy and all top courses and find out which is the best selling course. What do people want the most? Pick up the top 50 or top 100, email the writers, say can we copyright the thing, go to those languages, you'll find translators, just translate and put it out there and start marketing it. That's it.
Great, thank you. Jawad, did you have a question?
Yeah, sure.
I think we're also running a bit short on time. आखिरी कुछ minute रह गए हैं. I think 10 minutes we have. So Jawad, and after that, I think someone wrote in the chat also a question. So I'll just find that.
Sure. Okay, Hasib, this is Jawad. I'm the founder and CEO of University. University is basically a learning, academic, and administrative management system for schools. So basically, we are connecting parents, students to with schools through our mobile application, and we are automating the operation of schools to improve the performance of their staff. So we are already in 150 schools in Pakistan in 12 different cities, and we got around 100K plus user base, which includes more than 50,000 students. We recently signed up 10 schools in Middle East, and now we are planning. We are figuring out, is it a good time to, show our physical presence there, or should we keep working from here and keep signing up more schools in that region? So what would you suggest?
I think this is a time for you. So this is where my strengths come in, right? I grew the company to 15 countries in 18 months, you know. Find local partners, have like kind of a franchise model, and see if you can find people who can be in those local region, because they would like to deal with someone who's local. So find someone who's local there, probably not a Pakistani, because that's not your selling thing. Someone who understands the market, someone who's retired from the school. So if I was you, I'll go on someone LinkedIn, find out who has been selling these solutions in the market. You know, work with him, make him a business partner, make a subsidiary in like Middle East or specific country that you specifically target, and make him a head or CEO of that region, and let him grow the team. If I was you, I would have done that. because it will help you scale so quickly. You don't have to be everywhere. And if that works out, then basically you found this formula blueprint for going any country. Go to like Europe, go to like and figure out the same model. Do a revenue share with that person and see these are your targets. This is what you should do. I think because Middle East is like quick, like 3 hour flights is pretty convenient for you to go there. But if you find a local person who can be your CEO or like head of that country in that region, that will be very good for you. And you just feed him the leads or anything, because there's no language barrier. People will like to be comfortable, but build this model and grow from, and also see which schools are liking your product, why they're not liking it. So you should double down. Even in Pakistan, you should someone who can basically take over the sales and just focus on the specific, find out who the specific customers are and grow from there. And one other custom people want is that this is where things will come very interesting for you. When kids change schools, they may go to a new school and see which schools generally take people from other schools. So I'll give example, like जो Beacon House का बच्चा है वो APS में शायद ना जाए. Just give example, they may switch between couple of schools, you know. So find out which school is their competition and go to them and try to sell their solution, you know. And also one thing you should also advertise is, if you can get into their market, is try to put your name in the brochure that come with this technology, you know, and patent the technology, you know, and say, you know, this patented by this, right? File a patent in America, you know, it costs like you know, it doesn't matter if it gets approved or not, you know, at least patent pending. You say like, you know, a patented technology patented by this, like, you know, and that will basically increase the student ratio in that school. It will help them do something. And then just start marketing it, like powered by this, like you have powered by Intel, so just powered by this, and then go to competition schools and then go from there. Because and then one thing I could do is like, you know, you just say, hire like 50 plus people, parents, let them call the school and let them call the principal and say, oh, do you have this technology that is offered by that school or not? You know, so 50 parents will call in like 3-4 days or 5 weeks, 1 week, and then go to that school with your solution. Oh, someone called us, they want to admit, but they didn't admit it because the school didn't have technology. So I don't know, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, so just do that. Like we had a juice company and we frankly used to go to store and people would buy a lot of stuff and buy this drink. Oh, you don't have this drink? Okay, I'm not buying from here, and just leave. And then my salesman will show up 2 days later and they say, yeah, we want this drink. So do this.
Sure, thank you so much.
These are the hacks. Like they should not be recorded, but
That's that's actually a great idea.
yeah, do this. Like, you know, like do this, you know. Like see the thing with the ad is like, you know, I actually, because there are a couple of companies that I think, you know, are very, very innovative and I like it. Because think about it, like, you know, the iodine ad, you know, hi mera bacha aisa kyun hai, theek hai, iodine ki kami hai, like, you know, so that's the fear that they're creating, you know. And iodine wala namak, so people start asking, oh, aapke namak mein iodine hai ki nahi hai, theek hai. So this is the same you should do with your school too, you know. Get them into something. And one thing you should also focus is on, not just focus on mobile app, also focus on text messaging. Text messaging is very important, and have like a localist text messages. You know, my kid here, he basically gets you know, like message. We get messages all the time, emails all the time. So text message, like not this app, because apps people don't. Not a lot of people are comfortable with apps, but message आ जाता है, आपका बच्चा आज आ गया है. Just the attendance thing. I'll give you example. महीने के आखिर में report आ जाए कि I'm sure you do it, but if you send it by text message, it's just more convenient. So here's your tip, man. Go conquer the world.
Great. So we have a question from Naeem. Naeem, do you want to unmute and ask the question?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much. चलिए, इनफैक्ट मैं ना शोर में था जरा, तो मैं अवॉइड कर रहा था, लेकिन आपने मौका दिया, थैंक यू. जैसे मैंने लिखा है, वी हैव कोई 15-16 के करीब हमारे इस वक्त ना बिजनेसेस हमारे पेरोल हमें पे कर रहे हैं, ऑन पे हैं। तो वी आर विद MVP। हमारा जो लास्ट एप्लीकेशन है वो है B2C वाइट लेबल मोबाइल ऐप ना, तो वो इंशाल्लाह नवंबर में हम लॉन्च वो भी कर देंगे। तो जो बाकी अब हैं, अब हमें अभी खुद उस तरह आइडिया नहीं है कि हम स्केलिंग की तरफ किस तरह आगे को मूव करेंगे। मार्केट फिट को कोशिश किया हमने काफ़ी अच्छे तरीके से, पिछले 3 साल से हम लगे हुए हैं, और इनफैक्ट एक रनिंग बिजनेस पे ही उसके मॉडल पे सारी एप्लीकेशन को डेवलप किया उनका। सो प्लीज इसमें मुझे आपकी गाइडेंस कोई चाहिए।
अच्छा पता है चक्कर क्या है कि मैं ये हमेशा कहता हूँ कि whatever problem आप सॉल्व, मैं ब्लॉकचेन में मैंने काफी ऐसा काम किया, तो उसमें ये होता था कि हर बंदा ना जिस चीज में ब्लॉकचेन घुसा देता था, ठीक है, कैंसर का प्रॉब्लम ब्लॉकचेन। अब जो इशू ट्रेंड काफी से बन रहा है पाकिस्तान, तो मैं खास तौर पे भी देख रहा हूँ कि हर चीज मोबाइल ऐप घुसाई हुई है। फ्रेंकली मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द थिंग्स मैसेजेस के थ्रू हो सकती है, ठीक है। अगर आपकी ऐप को लोग मोबाइल के बगैर यूज नहीं करेंगे, like it becomes a product, then it makes sense. But अगर आपकी ऐप मोबाइल के बगैर बन सकती है तो try to do that. That's one suggestion to every founder, ठीक है। frankly मोबाइल ऐप डाउनलोड करना, उसकी कॉस्ट, उसकी डेवलपमेंट, उसकी मेंटेनेंस, उसकी जो डाउनलोड जो होती है ना, बेसिकली CAC, cost of acquisition customer, it's very very high. I think an average like customers install an app every 4 months or something, so it becomes very difficult. तो अगर आपकी ऐप डेली यूज नहीं होगी तो बिकम वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट। और फिर हर बंदे का फोन कंपैटिबिलिटीज होते हैं। SMS पे आप ट्राई करें कि अगेन आई डोंट नो एक्जेक्टली अबाउट योर प्रोडक्ट, बट इफ यू कैन डू इट बाय SMS वेयर शॉर्ट मैसेजिंग, आपने मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल कोई डिलीवरी करनी है तो एड्रेस कंफर्म करने के लिए यस बोल दें, मैं जिस एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ SMS, ठीक है। It's not the most like innovative or like it's not something that you flaunt about. आप ये नहीं कहो मेरे पास ये ऐप है। मोबाइल ऐप इज वेरी it's trying to avoid the word, but like it's very हर बंदा बोलता है कि यार it's like very very good, or but apart from that like मोबाइल ऐप को अवॉइड करें जितना करें। सेकेंडली जो है आपने अपने कस्टमर ढूंढने कि why do customer buy it? Do they buy it out of fear of losing something, or do they buy out of to win something? As you have it, start the customer profile, write down customer, like ذहन में ना write down customer profile, और मैंने बताया कि 5 बार आपने why लिखना है, और इस 5 के why आपने आंसर देने हैं, और frankly after that आप फिर उस सब के साथ assess करेंगे is this the reason why they bought it, is this the reason why they bought it, और once you figure, क्योंकि main thing is just figuring out the product market fit, that's pretty much what it is. एक बार के वो आ जाए फिर ग्रो करना बड़ा आसान हो जाता है। तो वो 10 कस्टमर्स को करें, क्योंकि अगर आप नहीं कर रहे, अगर 10 कस्टमर की प्रोफाइल डिफरेंट है, देन यू आर नॉट अ प्रोडक्ट कंपनी, यू आर सर्विसेज कंपनी, एंड देयर इज अ मेजर डिफरेंस सर्विसेज कंपनी एंड सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी एंड प्रोडक्ट कंपनी, because services are not scalable. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. इस चीज पे जो आपने पॉइंट आउट की है ना, इस पे हमने वर्किंग की काफी, और इस वक्त हम सिलेक्टेड 4 इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जिनमें कर रहे हैं। और जो इसके अलावा एक एग्जांपल है हमारे पास रिसेंट, आज से 3 माह पहले कि एक नई इंडस्ट्री हमारे पास इन हुई, लेकिन हमें बहुत जल्दी फील हुआ कि उनका एक टोटली वो नई डायरेक्शन में हम चल पड़ेंगे, तो वी पेड देम बैक एंड वी एक्सक्यूज देम। तो उनको हमने सॉरी किया कि भाई हम आपको नहीं एंटरटेन कर सकते। तो इसलिए
दैट्स अ वेरी बोल्ड मूव।
या थैंक यू। और इस पे सिलेक्टिवली हमने इन 4 इंडस्ट्रीज में जो कस्टमर बेस हमें मार्केट का साइज नजर आ रहा है, दैट इज टू मच। और ये क्योंकि माइक्रो बिजनेसेस हैं, और माइक्रो बिजनेसेस और स्मॉल बिजनेसेस, ये बहुत डेयरिंग चीज हमारे लिए है कि हमने इसमें किया है, क्योंकि बिजनेस एप्लीकेशंस को, ERP सॉल्यूशन को, इसकी बेस हमारी ERP सॉल्यूशन, मेरा अपना 20+ इयर्स का ERP सॉल्यूशन का एक्सपीरियंस था। तो ये उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ना एक बिजनेस किया खुद, तो اس پہ جب فزیکلی پرابلم سامنے آئے تو ان کو سالو کرنے بیٹھ گئے اور وہیں سے پھر ہم نے 2 سال میں وہاں پہ بنائی اس کو اور اس کو پھر آگے ہم نے کوشش کی کہ اس کو کریں کہ یہ ملٹی کسٹمرز کلاؤڈ بیس اور اس کو کرنے میں ہم الحمدللہ کافی حد تک ہو گئے ہیں اور آگے لگے ہوئے ہیں.
انشاءاللہ اللہ آپ کو کامیابی دے گا اور ویری گڈ کہ آپ اپنی پرابلم کو سالو کی اور فوکسڈ آن.
اور جو میں ایڈ کروں گا آپ کی وہ ایس ایم ایس والی بات دیٹ وی آر آلریڈی یوزنگ دیٹ نا. تو ہمارا کسٹمر کا اگر کسٹمر اس کو فون پہ کوئی آرڈر دیتا ہے نا تو وہ اپنے کلاؤڈ مشین پہ, اور جو اچھی چیز ہے کہ جو ہمارے کسٹمر ہیں وہ پھر اس کے ڈیلی یوزر ہیں.
جی بالکل,
وہ ان کا پھر وہ پورا آپریشن اسی پہ ہی چل رہا ہے اور وہ ان کے ڈیلی ایک ایوریج ہمارا ایک بزنس کے 100 ایس ایم ایس جو ڈیلی فلوٹ ہوتے ہیں پر بزنس کے.
چلیں دیٹس گڈ,
اس کو بھی یوز کر رہے ہیں ہم.
تو ٹھیک ہے, صحیح ہے. پھر میرے خیال میں تو آپ اس طرح کریں کہ آئی تھنک دس از اے ویری اسمارٹ آئیڈیا کہ آپ جو کر رہے ہیں اور جسٹ فوکس آن دس. فرینکلی دیکھیں آپ نے آپ کو پروڈکٹ مارکیٹ فٹ اگر پتہ چل گیا تو ناؤ یو جسٹ ہیو ٹو فائنڈ مور آف دوز کسٹمرز. ٹھیک ہے, اور آپ وہ کیسے ریچ کرتے ہیں ابھی آپ کو پتا ہو کیسے ریچ کر سکتے ہیں. فیس بک پہ وہ آتے ہیں نہیں آتے, فیس بک از دا ایزیسٹ وے. ڈائریکٹ میل کے تھرو جاتے ہیں کہ نہیں جاتے, کال کرنی پڑتی ہے نہیں کرنی پڑتی.
ہمیں لاسٹ منتھ کیا ایشو آیا ہے کہ ہم نے اپنی سیکنڈ ایور اپنی مارکیٹنگ کمپین, پہلی ہم نے اپنی ایم وی پی کے ٹائم پہ کی تھی تو ہمیں یہ 5-10 کسٹمر مل گئے. تو اس کے بعد پھر ان کے ورڈ آف ماؤتھ سے ہمیں آگے کسٹمر بھی ملے. تو اس کے بعد ہم نے یہ سیکنڈ کمپین کیا آج سے کوئی 2 ماہ پہلے, نہیں بلکہ 1.5 ماہ, 1 سے 1.5 ماہ کے دوران. تو اس میں ہمیں آلموسٹ 40+ کیوریز آ گئی. الٹیمیٹلی یہ ساری ہاٹ لیڈس تھیں, ان کی ریکوائرمنٹ تھی. ہم نے فیس بک پہ ٹارگیٹڈ گروپس کو انڈسٹری کے جو ہے نا ان کو ٹارگیٹ کر کے وہ لیڈس لیں. ہمیں پورے پاکستان سے وہ اچھی لیڈز آئیں اور ان کے ساتھ ایک اچھی کمیونیکیشن ہوئی. سب کی وہ نیڈ ہے, سب اس کو دیکھ کے اپریشیٹ کر رہے ہیں. لیکن ہمیں چونکہ یہ پہلی دفعہ ہوا کہ ہم اب ٹوٹلی کر رہے تھے, پھر جا کے ڈپلوٹ وہ تو ہو جاتی ہے. اب ہم اس ماڈل پہ شفٹ, ہم نے پھر اس پہ ویڈیوز وغیرہ بنا رہے ہیں اور کچھ بنا کے اپنے کسٹمرز کو دیں. تو لیکن اس میں ریشو وہ ہمیں ابھی تک گیٹ نہیں ہوئی. اس میں آپ کو یہ میں سجیسٹ کر سکیں کہ اس فیز پہ جو فنل کا یہ ایک لائن ہے ریموٹ ڈپلائمنٹس کے حوالے سے, ہم کافی کچھ تو کر رہے ہیں, ویڈیوز وغیرہ بنا کے, ٹیوٹوریلز بنا کے ان کو ریڈی کر رہے ہیں. لیکن کچھ آپ کی گائیڈنس اس میں ہمیں مل سکے.
یہ دیکھیں میرا یہ کہ آپ لوگوں کو امپاور کریں کہ آپ کے تھرو پیسے کیسے بنائیں. ٹھیک ہے, آپ بیسیکلی اگر میں ہوتا, ٹھیک ہے, آپ وہ لوگ کو دیکھیں جو کہ فیلڈ میں انمپلائڈ ہیں, ٹھیک ہے, اور ان کا پاس فیلڈ کا ایکسپیرینس ہے. آپ ان کو امپاور کریں کہ وہ ڈپلوائے کریں اور وہ بیچیں آپ کے لیے, ایک طرح سے ڈسٹریبیوٹر بن جائیں.
اس میں بالکل صحیح, یہ بھی آپ کا اچھا آئیڈیا.
آپ اخبار میں اشتہار دیجیے ہمیں ڈسٹریبیوٹر چاہیے اس چیز کے لیے, ہمیں بندے چاہیے جاب کے لیے, بزنس ڈیولپمنٹ بھی چاہیے. ٹھیک ہے, آپ کے پاس ہزاروں اپلیکیشن آ جائیں گی, آپ اس میں دیکھیں بندے کون سے اچھے ہیں. ٹھیک ہے, آپ انہوں کہیں ٹھیک ہے بھائی جان آپ کی یہ تنخواہ ہے, یہ آپ کا ٹارگیٹ ہے. صحیح ہے.
اچھا, یہ کنٹراڈکٹ نہیں کرے گا ہماری یہ جو وائٹ لیبل B2C ایپ ہے نا, اس کی لانچنگ پہ ہی نا ہمارا جو ماڈل ایک ہم دینے جا رہے ہیں وہ یہ ہے کہ انمپلائڈمنٹ یعنی کہ ان امپلائڈ لوگ جو ہیں وہ ہماری ایپ پہ آ کے فری سائن اپ کریں. ہم ان کو 3 یا 6 منتھ کا جس طرح امیزون کر رہا ہے کریڈٹ کو دیتا ہے, ایوارڈ کرتا ہے, اسی طرح ہم بھی پلان کرتے ہیں کہ ان امپلائڈ لوگوں کو ہم اس طرح دیں اپنی اپلیکیشن کہ وہ اپنا ڈلیوری بزنس شروع کریں. ان کو کوئی شاپ کی ضرورت نہیں ہے, ان کو کچھ بھی نہیں کرنے کی ضرورت. وہ اپنے محلے کی دکان کی چیزیں ڈال کے آرڈر لیں اپنی ایپ سے, اپنی ایپ کو لوکلی کریں اور یہ وہ نا. تو مے بی بٹ ہاں کنٹراڈکٹ تو نہیں کرے گا.
نہیں کانٹراڈکٹ نہیں کرے کہ مجھے ابھی سچ میں ڈیپ ڈائیو کرنا پڑے گا. ٹھیک ہے, آئی ایم ناٹ شیور ہاؤ مچ ٹائم وی ہیو, اور ڈیپ ڈائیو کرنا پڑے گا. ہیپی ٹو.
Yes, but okay, so I just have a suggestion. Sorry to cut you, but I'm sure you also have to go. And so ایک ہم یہ چیز کر سکتے ہیں کہ حسیب if you are up for it, ایسے اسٹارٹ اپس ویسے تو آپ نے کافی ڈیٹیل میں جا کے I think you know one-on-one answers دیے ہیں, but I think there are a few startups who are interested in probably one-on-one further, you know, some time of coaching, mentoring. So would you be open to maybe booking a time slot, 30-minute, 45-minute, as per your convenience, whenever
I think
can
this
work
is
that out with you?
yeah, I think that's a lot. I think ideally if it's like 4 or 5 people in one group, because the reason I'm saying is because जब बंदा दूसरों की प्रॉब्लम नहीं सुनता है ना, तो it's just easy for him to understand those problems.
Yeah.
ठीक है, क्योंकि I'll be repeating pretty much the same thing, right? So it's just better.
Right.
Yes. So the thing है ना, अच्छा हाँ तुम आ जाओ, बैठ जाओ.
So if you want to answer right now, तो ठीक है.
Whatever. I'm happy. I can answer right now. तो मैं बस बता रहा हूँ, अगर किसी ने करना भी हो ना, तो I'm happy to sit down in a 5-10 people setting. उसमें होता है कि it's just convenient कि people can share the problems and everything. Rather than कि हर एक को आपने same चीज बतानी है.
ठीक है सही. फिर then just go ahead and answer. I think आप अगर करना चाह रहे हैं तो अभी कर लें. अगर
Sure. ठीक है. तो अच्छा, क्वेश्चन ये था कि हाँ, आपका सवाल जो था वो ये था कि आपने यार देखिए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, मुझे आपका बिजनेस मॉडल समझना पड़ेगा ज़्यादा. ठीक है. और anyone else in the group have any question or we are done?
I think we're about done. मेरे ख्याल में बस थोड़े से लोग रह गए and most of them have already asked the questions. So
ठीक. अच्छा, तो जो सवाल है वो ये है कि अपना बिजनेस मॉडल की मैं बात कर रहा था. देखिए अनएम्प्लॉयड जो लोग हैं ना, वो मैंने देखा कि जब पैसे नहीं लेते ना लोगों से, तो people have very low interest in your product generally. ठीक है.
Agreed 100% agreed.
तो अगर मैं अपने बंदे अक्सर बोलता हूँ कि यार अगर आप जब तक आप लोग तारीफें बहुत कर लेते हैं, जब खरीदने की बारी आती है ना, तो वो फिर लोग कहते हैं कि यार अपना कहते हैं, फिर वो लोग कहते हैं हाँ यार वो नहीं यार ये वो सब कुछ अपना बहाना वाना बन जाता है. ठीक है, because ultimately तो गोल यही है. सही है कि people should buy and they should buy it for the reason for their personally, not for you as a reason. तो मैं ये कहता, अगर आपका हो ना, फॉर एग्जांपल आपने कहा जी मैंने फॉर एग्जांपल फैसलाबाद के एक गांव में मैंने स्टार्ट करना है, तो आप उधर जाके उधर आप ये बिजनेस की मतलब बंदा एक इलाके में मेहनत करे और उस पे फोकस करके उस इलाके में मोनोपोलाइज कर दे. ठीक है. अल्टीमेटली बिकॉज आप एक तरह से देखें तो आपका मॉडल इज सिमिलर टू बिल्डिंग शॉपिफाई फॉर ड्राइवर्स. आप एम्पावर कर रहे हैं उनको कि वो अपना स्टोर बना के और डिलीवरी बिजनेस स्टार्ट करें. दैट्स व्हाट यू डू, करेक्ट?
वेरी राइट.
तो शॉपिफाई फॉर बिजनेस ही हो गया ना आप लोगों का बेसिकली, क्योंकि आप एक स्मॉल मीडियम बिजनेस. जी
अच्छा, उसमें ये कि हम ने ये सोच के इस चीज से अपने आप को लगा किया था कि वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी अ मार्केट प्लेस. हम हमेशा ये सर्विस लोगों को ही देंगे कि वो उनकी अपनी B2C ऐप होगी प्लस उसके साथ B2C.
वो तो सही है, लेकिन मैं बता रहा हूँ कि आप बेसिकली इज इट राइट टू से कि यू शॉपिफाई फॉर होम फॉर पीपल हु वांट टू स्टार्ट देयर डिलीवरी बिजनेस?
Yes, you can say.
Very right. This is what I think, right? I could be wrong, but I think this is what you do. And when you do that, then basically what it becomes कि आप टारगेट करें कि उन्होंने कैसे कस्टमर्स को एक्वायर किया था. शॉपिफाई फ्री तो नहीं है ना, they take your money and आप उन्हें कहेंगे हम आपको स्टोर बना के देते हैं और आप एक टारगेट करें, कोई भी इलाका हो. उससे ये होता है ना कि आपकी डेंसिटी बड़ी बन जाती है. आप मतलब फैसला आप लाहौर में स्टार्ट करते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल, ठीक है, या कोई भी सिटी में आप स्टार्ट, जो भी सिटी में आप स्टार्ट करते हैं, आप उस सिटी को मोनोपोलाइज करते हैं और आप छोटे सिटी में जाएं उधर कंपटीशन कम होता है. उधर आपको
जो एग्जिस्टिंग जो हमने कस्टमर बताए आपको 15-16 जो हैं ये सारे लाहौर के हैं. ठीक है, 2 इनमें से कहेंगे 14 इनमें से लाहौर के हैं. ठीक है ना. और इससे पहले हम लाहौर से बाहर मतलब 1-2 दोस्तों का रेफरेंस से कोई बिजनेस थे, उनको हमने वो प्रोडक्ट दी. तो अब हमें लेकिन जो रीसेंट क्यूरी आई हैं, जो लीड्स हैं हमारे पास इस वक्त, वो दे आर स्टिल हॉट कम्युनिकेशन में हैं और कुछ लोग डेमोज ले रहे हैं, कुछ उनको यूज कर रहे हैं, कुछ इस तरह. तो इस तरह है ये.
तो मैं वही कहता रहा हूँ ना, अगर आप एक फोकस देखिए, एक तो है इनबाउंड तो आपको लेनी चाहिए, लेकिन अगर आप आउटबाउंड कर रहे हैं तो आप इलाके फोकस करेंगे ना, उससे क्या होगा कि मैं फ्रेंकली देख रहा हूँ कि अगले शायद इंशाअल्लाह ताला अल्लाह को कामयाबी देगा कि आप लोग कि इतने हो जाएंगे कि आप लोग अपनी मार्केट प्लेस ही बन सकते हैं दिन में. अगर बन सकता है तो व्हाई नॉट. अगर किसी बंदे को ऑर्डर आ रहा है تو وہ اسی کے اندر سے ڈفرینٹ جگہ پہ یوز کر سکتا ہے. دیٹس ویئر دا پاور کمس. بٹ چونکہ آپ لوکلائز ہیں تو لوکل لینگویج پہ ایک لوکل ایریا پہ فوکس کر لیں. دہلی میں باقی تو چل رہا ہے, ان باؤنڈ چل رہی ہے, لیکن فوکس اگر ایک ایریا پہ کریں گے نا تو اس سے آپ کو, کیونکہ لاہور میں آپشن بہت ساری, بائکیا ہے اور پتہ نہیں 15-20 اور کمپنیز ہیں, آپ کے ایکوزیشن اسٹریٹجی آ سکتی ہے. فار ایگزامپل آپ نے ایک جسٹ ٹیکنگ ایگزامپل, گجرانوالا آپ نے مونوپلی کر لی کہ جو بندہ گجرانوالا میں آئے گا وہ آپ کی سروس یوز کرے گا, یا فیصل آباد میں آپ نے کر لی, کسی بھی شہر میں گجرات میں کر لی. تو اس میں یہ ہے کہ اکثر ان علاقوں میں مارکیٹ لوگ بڑے پلیئر نہیں جاتے فوراً, لیکن جب بھی ایکسپینڈ کریں گے تو آپ کے ایکوزیشن کی آپشن ہوگی, کیونکہ آپ کے وہ کسٹمر بیس موجود ہے, سب کچھ موجود ہے. تو میرا یہ خیال ہے اگر میں آپ کی جگہ ایکسپینڈ کر رہا ہوتا تو میں علاقے فوکس کرتا اور اسی سوچ پہ سکتا کہ میں نے شاپیفائی بنانا ہے اس کے لیے, اس میں پھر لوگ ایڈ آن دے سکتے ہیں, پھر پارٹنرز آپ لے کر آ سکتے ہیں, بالکل سیم ان کی پلے بک فالو کروں.
ویری رائٹ.
اور باقی فرینچائز کا یہ میں نے بولا ہے کہ اگر آپ ایک سٹی میں کامیاب ہو جاتے ہیں تو آپ اپنی طرح کی بندہ پشاور میں رکھ لیں گے, جو پشاور میں جس آپ نے سر گجرانوالا میں گرو کیا, جس طرح اگین لاہور میں جسٹ میکنگ دیٹ دا کلوزر سٹی ٹو لاہور آئی بلیو, آپ نے سو کیا وہی آپ بندہ ملتان میں رکھیں گے جو ملتان میں آپ کی پلے بک لے گا کہ وٹ اور اسی کو اسپینڈ کرے گا, پھر وہی لاہور میں کرے گا, کراچی میں کرے گا, پھر وہ جتنے بھی سٹیز ہیں نا آپ چیک کر لیں کہ ہم ٹاپ ٹیئر 2 سٹی میں ہم جائیں گے, ٹھیک ہے, اور ٹیئر 2 سٹیز کے بعد ہم مطلب آگے ایکسپینڈ کریں گے. تو آئی تھنک دیٹ ول بی اے ویری گڈ آپشن فار یو.
یہ آپ کی بہت اچھی مجھے سجیشن لگی ہے, اور اس وے پہ ہم اس کو زیادہ بہتر طریقے سے مینج کر سکیں گے.
جی ایک پلے بک بنائیں, رائٹ کرتے ہیں, کیونکہ رائٹنگ از ویری 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 انڈر ریٹڈ اسکل. آپ جو بھی کریں لکھتے جائیں, اور جب لکھنا شروع کریں گے نا کہ میں چاہ کیا رہا ہوں, آپ کو لگے گا کہ یار جب لکھنا شروع ہو جائیں گے نا دماغ پہ تو آپ آئنسٹائن بنے ہوں گے. اب لکھنے کی باری ہے کہ تو بندے کو کچھ لکھا نہیں جاتا, کیونکہ آئیڈیا سارے جمبل ہو رہے ہوتے ہیں. جب لکھتا ہے خود اپنی کو پڑھتا ہے نا, اور ہفتے بعد پڑھتا ہے, مہینے بعد کو بزنس پلان بدلتا ہے کہ میں what I'm trying to build, اور frankly things changes a lot. And these are simple things, like it's not like complicated things. Whatever I said, it's not like rocket science, نہیں simple چیزیں ہیں. تو آپ ایک پلے بک آپ یوز کریں کہ بھائی کیوں مجھے فائر کرتے ہیں, کیوں لوگ کرتے ہیں, اور آپ ایک سٹی کی پلے بک بنائیں, اس کو سسٹینیبل بنائیں, اس کو فرینچائز ماڈل بنا دیں کہ بھائی جی, اور صرف ٹیئر 2 سٹیز پہ فوکس کریں. 5 واز یو اگین, پھر ٹیئر 3 سٹیز پہ. میں آئی ایم فرام ڈی اے خان, ٹھیک ہے, اب ڈی اے خان میں کوئی شاید بڑی کمپنی نہ آ جائے فی الحال, ادھر آپ جائیں اس کو منوپلی کریں, اس کے ساتھ میاں والی ہے, پرووا ہے, مطلب ہے یہ بنو ہے, کتنے علاقے ہیں وہاں کے جس پہ آپ فوکس کر سکتے ہیں, کوئی کمپنی جائے گی نہیں.
ویری رائٹ.
ٹھیک ہے.
So nice of you.
Great. So I think we'll wrap up now. Thank you, Haseeb, for such a detailed, insightful session. آپ کا جو ہے ہم نے تھوڑا سا ایکسٹرا ٹائم بھی لے لیا, but I think this was very useful for the startups as well. In case you guys have any other questions, please write them in the group or somewhere else. I'll try to get them answered. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you once again, Haseeb, for your time. Pleasure having you.
You're welcome. So again, bhaiyo, mera like again, I'll give you my email address here. Feel free to send an email. ठीक है. Or if you are Twitter, just follow me on Twitter. Simple. ٹھیک ہے.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
تو یہ سمپل سی بات ہے, آپ لوگ چیک کریں. I'm happy to answer because ultimately, frankly, the best joy is here. Inshallah, all of you will be coming back in our meeting in 6 months and 1 year, and you'll be all be successful, like more successful. Other than that, I can tell you one thing: all of us are struggling in one way or other way. Okay, no one have made it. So someone said a comment. No one have made it. Frankly, the only way you make it when end of life. Like, I'm not trying to be philosophical, but everyone is struggling one way or other way. So we all have to hold each other together. And the more you try to give, the better you will get. Life is the karma. So whenever you do something in a startup, you should focus on what can I give it to the person rather than what can I take from the person. And when you start building a startup, like what I can give, your perception of building a company can change. And frankly, it's so much simple solution. جس بندہ آپ کہتا ہے اللہ دینے والا بنائے, لینے والا نہ بنائے. تو جتنا آپ دیں گے اب اسٹارٹ اپ کے اندر بھی یو آر آفرنگ them a service and that service should be higher than what you are getting. Okay,
Absolutely.
so think about it genuinely, put yourself in his feet and see how can you help this person. Money will come regardless.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Khuda Hafiz. Bye bye.
bye bye.
Bye.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.